Netflix this morning released a list, a video, if you will, of the save the date. Kind of a little preview of not of their 375 movies coming out this year, but rather of a couple of their big marquee movies that they're leaning into and promoting coming out this year. And the video starts off, and we go to my screen there, Jonathan. It starts off with a little bit of, hey, looking back at what 2022 was, but you know what? They had a couple of decent ones in 2022. More than they normally do. They're still terrible at making movies in general, but they had a couple of all right ones in 2022. So they really want to show off what they got coming up in 2023 with this video. And so let's go over a couple of things that they highlighted. Now, this list is coming to us from The Verge. The Verge does not cover in this list, by the way, whatever that one was with Gal Gadot. Because if you saw the video, there's one with Gal Gadot who looks as wooden as ever. But
come on now.
But she did. Come on, tell me she didn't. Go ahead. Tell me she didn't.
I can't tell you that.
Now, to be fair, it's 2.5 lines, right? Depending on the context of the scene that we do not know, maybe that's exactly how she was supposed to sound. So anyway, go by that.
I
can't remember, but I don't remember what the name of the
project but it's like a spy thriller.
Is it Heart of Stone?
Heart of Stone.
Might be. It could be Heart of Stone. Perhaps.
And Rebel Moon. First clips from Rebel Moon.
Well, we'll go into that right now. So here's the list. So one of the films that a lot of people are excited about is a Luther film.
That's awesome.
Wait.
A lot of people super excited for that. That's a high profile one for them. This one looks interesting. Mother, with Jennifer Lopez, stars as a former assassin. It's always good when a synopsis starts with former assassin. I always like those. Stars as a former assassin who finally decides to come out of hiding in order to find and protect the daughter she initially gave up in order to keep her safe from harm. The movie also stars Joseph Fiennes, who of course is Ralph Fiennes' brother, and it comes out on May 12th. So that one looks kind of interesting to me. I like the looks of that.
For my birthday.
Next one up, we've got Extraction 2. I get it. I am totally in the minority on this. 100%. I get it. I understand. The first Extraction was not a good movie. It had some terrific action.
Yeah.
But it was ridiculous. I mean, it really was. I just do not think it was a good movie. But listen, I'm in the minority. A lot of people really, really liked it. And so doing another one, no brainer.
I mean, they're in the snow. This could be the Empire Strikes Back of the Extraction franchise.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
One never
it's like
knows.
You peered into my soul.
Because that's what I see right there. He's on the top of an AT-AT right now, trying to get in.
He's trying to get in.
I just thought he was looking at Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lopez. So they explain it as this: Chris Hemsworth is back as Australian Black Ops mercenary Tyler Rake, which is, of course, such an 80s action hero name. In director Sam Hargrave's follow-up to the first Extraction, when the innocent family of a ruthless Georgian gangster, and by Georgia, they don't mean like Atlanta, Georgia, Georgian gangster wind up in prison, Tyler is tasked with returning them safely unharmed. So it's another Extraction. So we go back to that. It looks like he's healed well from his massive wounds that he had in the last film. All right, next up, this one looks interesting. Got Jamie Foxx, John Boyega, and they cloned
This
Tyrone.
trailer was off the hook. Remember when this trailer dropped months ago? Oh, man.
Because this movie was originally supposed to come out in 2022.
Yes. And I loved this trailer. I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, too.
I want to see it in the theater with a big audience, though.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that won't be happening. Unless Netflix tries it again. All right. Next up, we got Damsel. And director Juan Carlos, I don't know how to pronounce his last names. Damsel Millie Bobby Brown stars as a young damsel who's mostly fine with the idea of being married off to a handsome prince right up until she realizes that the entire arrangement is not what it seems. Sounds like the setup to Princess Bride, to be honest with you. As now it seems, while the young girl would be cool with marriage, when she realizes that the royal family actually means to sacrifice her to a dragon, again, very much sounds like Princess Bride, minus the dragon.
That sounds like Dragon Slayer.
She finds herself trapped in a cave and forced to use wits if she wants to make it out alive. You know what? I never would have thought it in my head. Sign me up with some Millie Bobby Brown as an action star.
I'm
looking at this. I'm not a fan of her. What's the name of her Holmes movie?
Enola Holmes.
And I'm not a fan of the Enola Holmes movies. But sign me up. I think this looks kind of cool. So, right. So that's Damsel. Leo looks like a bag of shit. Not even going to talk about it. It does. It looks terrible. The animation looked cheap and everything. I have no interest in that. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals for 2023, why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for your phone bill? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save money this year. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton, with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. Guys, I have told you before that when I was on one of the major phone carriers, I was spending literally 3 times as much every month, and switching to Mint Mobile couldn't have been easier. So for people just looking to save some extra money this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily in just minutes with eSIM. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Leave the world behind.
I'm about to.
Leave the
Good
world
comment.
behind. This sounds interesting. Tells the story of 2 families vacationing on Long Island whose fun is cut short by a massive sudden blackout that seemingly leaves much of the island without power. As the families try to figure out what's going on, 2 mysterious figures appear, warning them. It sounds a little bit like Knock at the Cabin. 2 mysterious figures appear, warning them that there's more to the blackouts than it seems.
Oh my God, and Kevin Bacon, come on.
Sign me up, dude. This sounds
Julia
awesome.
Roberts, Mahershala Ali, Ethan Hawke. I mean, come on, Kevin Bacon. It's like, sign me up. It does sound a lot like Knock at the Cabin, but still, sign me up. And of course, Rebel Moon, the new
That's
Zack
no
Snyder
Rebel
film,
Moon.
Rebel Moon. Life is peaceful for those who call the colonies on the outer edge of the galaxy home, but when the destructive armies of the tyrannical regent, blah, 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 threaten the colony's way of life, a young woman named Cora, who is not an airbender, steps up to build an army of their own and defend themselves. Of course, stars Sofia Boutella, Jaman Hansu, and of course we got Dave Bautista in there as well. When I first saw the headlines that the first tease of Rebel Moon is out, this is this morning, I was going through everything, right? I was hoping to see a little bit more.
Me too.
Now, granted, to be fair, this is the same thing as their Save the Date 2022 video when they just give a brief glimpse look at, what was the Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling one?
Gray Man.
The
Gray Man, right. Like Gray Man, they just showed a few quick seconds of it. So we only got a couple of quick seconds of it here. I didn't really have had a chance to form any kind of an idea about it. It was really fast, as was all the stuff they showed in this little thing. But yeah, there you go. I mean, listen, chances are these will all be garbage because it's Netflix. But if it's like last year, a couple of these may jump up. And I have to admit, a couple of these look pretty interesting.
Well, Sam
I'm
Esmail-
interested in a few of these. What stood out to you in this list?
Leave the World Behind, because that's the creator of Mr. Robot. And then that Julia Roberts series, the Homebound, when she comes back, the military. I like that. They did 2 seasons of that. And then, of course, Rebel Moon. I'll watch Extraction just to see the action. But most of those things sounded appealing. The Millie Bobby Brown Damsel, is that what it's called?
Yeah. I mean, that could go wrong 1,000 different ways.
Yeah,
but
I
it
mean,
could be
they all
really
could.
fun.
But at least the premises of these are interesting to
Yes.
me. So they sound cool.
I mean,
And
the
I'm-
Luther seems to be a safe bet.
And I was
Yeah.
going
The
to say
Luther
that.
one's an automatic.
That
one looks
might
like it's a
be
home run.
my most because I know Luther, I love Luther, and to see Idris Elba, come on, what's it called, Fallen Son, the Fallen,
Luther, the Fallen Son.
Fallen Son, but Son is SUN.
Right.
Man, count me in. Serial killer action with Idris Elba looking for a serial killer. Sign me up.
So I am very, very interested in Rebel Moon.
Me too.
But there's one thing that concerns me. I can't remember which outlet it was. One of the outlets was writing about Rebel Moon, and it said it's Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch in space. And I'm like, Zack Snyder, in my opinion, has only ever made one bad movie. And that was it.
Yeah.
Like I even like Army of the Dead. I know you weren't completely thrilled with it. I didn't love it, but I liked Army. So I like every single one of his movies except one. There's only one. And it made me feel a little bit uncomfortable that somebody was comparing it to that, but I don't know.
Sucker Punch is one of those movies like Barbarella, the Jane Fonda's Barbarella.
I love Barbarella.
Well, yeah, I do too. But they're movies that we put on, and then you'll play like classical music as Barbarella plays.
What?
So yeah, so
You're not fully engrossed in Barbarella?
If you're having a party, you put on like classical music and then a visual that's totally incongruous to the music.
I like to do that with EDM and Jaws.
I mean, you could.
It's a fun ride.
Chris, are there any of these movies that are standing out to you that you're excited about?
Luther's the one that I lost my mind over. I love that series so much. I think it's so good, and I think that's going to be so fun and well done. Everything else here, too, looks good to me. I mean, we're only seeing snippets, so I know you're not crazy about that animation, but I'm going to hold off on judgment on all of these, because so far, it looks like a good lineup. And also, can I just add, this is a much better preview than the year prior's the actors breaking the fourth wall and kind of winking at us of talking about their Netflix movie to us during their Netflix movie.
That wasn't so good.
I'm a much bigger fan of how they executed this one. But I think a lot of this looks really, really great. And I am really hyped for Millie Bobby Brown to make some new changes in her career. I'm excited to see what she's doing.
Getting that Netflix money.
Yeah. She's
Now-
been producing and stuff too. She's awesome.
I will, okay, in Leo's defense, in the animated film Leo's defense, it is a 74-year-old lizard being voiced by Adam Sandler. There's some potential.
Yeah.
I think Bill Burr does one of the voices in it as well. So, I mean, okay. Yeah, we'll
Do you
see.
think Bill Burr will have an accent of some kind?
Some kind of heavy Bobby
Some kind of-
Boston
some-
accent? Yeah. Yeah, I would put money on that.
Is one of these movies? I saw a trailer. I think it was Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, yeah, it's Murder Mystery 2.
2.
Was that a Netflix movie?
Yes, and it's
It's in
the
that trailer.
same-
Okay,
Yep.
I was gonna say what. Okay.
Yep. The first one was a swift kick to the balls, but
Yeah.
I mean, hey, a lot of people liked him. I
He's
thought it
got a
was
sweet,
awful.
sweet Netflix deal. So
Yes, he does. Man, Adam Sandler is such a world-class actor. I really wish he would just get back to doing some just dramas. Like, leave this Netflix garbage behind. But whatever. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What did you think of this Save the Date 2023 Netflix video? Listen, I'm very skeptical about Netflix original movies, but even I got to say, there's some interesting looking stuff here that could end up being some diamonds in the rough. Which one stood out to you? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.